Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Stellaris. We're continuing our playthrough as the Res Publica Agricolarum. Should that have been Res Publicae? Might have been. Whatever. Not changing it now. It's done is done. Alright, let's immediately get back into it. We're kind of focusing on getting a lot of unity really fast, so that's kind of my goal here, while also working on you know, being peaceful, expansion, federation builder, that kind of thing. So we'll see how this all goes. Have not encountered anyone else yet, which is good. Because if I can get through this this thing first and maybe get discovery and then expansion, that'll be pretty nice. I may have to go expansion next, though, because I'll need to start colonizing worlds. We are receiving a weak signal from the surface of this moon. The source appears to be some kind of tracking beacon. Huh. I thought they said that... Oh, no, that's coming in the next one. That's right. They haven't done that yet. So yes, we can still get 0%. Let's go ahead and research that. Excellent. Forgot about that. It's not in my space yet.
System survey.
I'll probably... Well... Alright, I'll probably colonize that one. I was thinking about this one, but... it's just not that big. Yeah, and there's not a whole lot of places to put down. What about this one? That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good... it's got some decent spots to put down. Probably right there. What about this? 3 minerals. There's some good minerals here. Although this one might be a good one to colonize as well. Ancient Survey Marker. A small short-range transmitter has been located on the surface of UNIF 1A. It appears to be an ancient survey marker, placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of precious metals. The miners it was meant for evidently never arrived, as the deposit is still here. Ooh. Ooh, nice. It's a little bit far, though. Alright, we've got tropical, Arctic, and alpine there. Alpine and tundra there. Okay, you're just about grown. Okay, 10%. We are receiving a weak signal from the surface of this moon. The source appears to be some kind of tracking beacon. Well, we'll leave it be for now. When Haley's eel finishes doing these surveys, I'll pop around to the level 1 anomalies and start researching those.
System survey complete. Research complete.
Okay, here we've got a desert world. Alright, our heritage site has been completed. Growth speed plus 10%? Yeah. Yeah, we'll get that. That will be good. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and build our energy grid. Get some extra energy credits there. You're growing there, that's fine. 0.56. So more growth will also be really, really good.
System survey complete.
Let's go ahead and build a couple more Corvettes as well.
Anomaly found.
Impressive structures litter a small area on the surface of Celia 2, practically begging for some archaeological work. We'll leave B for now. We've got a tropical world here.
Anomaly found.
A colossal impact crater hints that something big collided with the surface of this moon once. Well, let's go ahead and research that. Let's see what's on this tropical world.
Construction complete.
Asteroid collision. A large mineral-rich asteroid collided with Celia 2A at some point during the previous 1,000 years, in what must have been a major impact event. An abundance of minerals can now be found on the moon, in the vicinity of the impact crater. +3 minerals. It's pretty nice.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's see. I don't think we need to clear up any more tile blockers yet. Got more unity again. Alright, let's go for ship cost and building cost, reduced by 15%.
System survey complete.
Alright, so this world, it's got Betharian stone. That's pretty nice. It's a pretty decent world for our proles, I think.
System survey complete.
They do reduce science output, but still, on a world with just a little bit, it's not too bad. So I'll need to think a lot about, you know, who's going to be researching, you know, who's going to be living where. We now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Origanum porcine. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus on our planetary survey efforts on habitable life-bearing worlds. Alright, a commendable initiative.
Situation
Go ahead and do
log
that.
updated.
There's like no reason not to.
Anomaly
Ooh.
found.
Okay, no, those are just the T-Yankees. Atmospheric readings from Krant 1 do not match simulated projections. Let's go ahead and research that. It is a molten world, so we're not likely to get anything out of that. Swirling shadows, immense ragged planes of shadow, drift across Krant 1's face. What is this right? Okay, it doesn't actually have anything right now. They are cast not by clouds, but by sheets of organic material drifting through the upper layers of the atmosphere, hinged, or rather jointed, to allow for a small degree of articulation. Science officer needs to be renamed, is as yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora or fauna, or what possible purpose, if any, their elaborate shadow casting might serve. +6 society research. It's pretty nice. It's a little bit far away, though.
Survey complete.
Okay, so now that you're level 3, that means that you can actually do that one. And what else? And then that one, partially hollowed out. And then that one, significant amounts of debris in orbit around this gas giant. Most of it appears to come from long-lost starships of various configurations. Not going to be ready for that one yet. Efforts to map the surface of this planet have identified a strange mountain formation. So we know that that's a giant skeleton. One of the small moonlets orbiting this gas giant have been identified as a promising mining target. So that'll be nice. Signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization here. Signs of precursor activity. Surface beacon. Okay, let's go get all of those taken care of. I'm going to need to come back through here and get those. Let's see. Anomaly research speed. No, I'm going to keep an eye out for another careful, meticulous person for anomaly discovery chance. Abandoned amusement park. The structures on Celia 2 are not as old as we first believed. It seems to be a playground or amusement park of some sort. Science officer needs to be renamed notes that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from, and that, to the builder's alien eyes, this might have been a cutting-edge sensor array or even a gigantic art installation. Regardless, to us Satoris, it looks mostly like a place where you would take your young and let them amuse themselves. Intriguing. Get some stored research, always nice.
Anomaly found.
Okay, and there's signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization. Let's go ahead and research that, since you can.
Complete.
And we've got our administrative AI. Excellent. Excellent. Ooh, planet sensor range, plus 50%, gravitic sensors, or the solar panel network. Gravitic sensors are good, but we can get this pretty fast, and we need it. Hopefully it'll stay there. So we'll go with that, I think. Voltam Trade Post. Litron 2B was home to a small Voltam outpost where they traded with several neighboring civilizations. At some point, the trade post appears to have been converted into a religious mission, where the Voltam attempted to convert visiting alien merchants to their philosophy. Trade ceased shortly afterward, and the moon was eventually abandoned. Alright. Fascinating. We'll take a look at that in a second. Alright, you have grown. Let's go ahead and build our mining network here. And you know, I think we're doing pretty well on energy and everything like that. So I'm going to, when this pop finishes, I'm going to build the heritage site. Alright, what do we need for this? Scientist skill level 4 or higher. Okay. So that will be a little while. 10 months and then we'll get another tradition. We are really getting a lot of traditions fast. It's pretty nice. Alright, growth speed plus 10%. Very good. Ooh, terrestrial sculpting. My favorite. My favorite. I must do it. Must do it. The other one won't matter until I actually get another world. Most of the asteroid has been laser chiseled with great precision into the likeness of a small Sator temple or large shrine. A shrine to the Untold, the great destroyer deity of old Satri faiths. The temple has been tumbling through the quiet of space for far longer than we had been capable of spaceflight, which is disturbing at best, terrifying at worst. Naturally, Science Officer needs to be renamed, urges us to search for more stellar objects that match the characteristics of this space temple, and has uploaded a list of likely candidates in nearby systems to the situation log. Perhaps it would be best if we did not, or then a-looking we shall go.
Situation log updated. Research complete.
Okay, and we've got geothermal fracking. New research. Oh, I think we've got to go for the improved spaceport. We've got to be able to defend ourselves. We're not going to be attacking anyone, but alright. Shrines to the old gods. Alright, they're all up there. Okay. That's fine with me.
Anomaly found.
Massive storms are visible in the upper atmosphere of this gas giant. It might be worth the effort to study them in more detail. Go ahead and research that. Could have left it be for now, but, you know, and had our other science ship do it. There is kind of an argument for that,
Complete.
but we'll see. Extreme storms. Litron 3 frequently experiences massive and extremely violent storm systems in its atmosphere. Several dozen persistent storms are visible from orbit, with winds often reaching speeds in excess of 700 meters per second. The cause of these storms is not immediately apparent, as we have found nothing in the planet's climate model that would explain them. Our scientists are interested in studying the anomaly. Interesting. So it gains some physics. Good amount of physics. Ooh, and 3 engineering. That's pretty cool.
System survey complete.
Debris field. The strong gravity well of Gotara 2 has pulled in a massive amount of space debris, which has formed a dense layer around parts of the gas giant. Most of it appears to be wreckage from a series of space battles fought in the system several millennia ago. Scavengers have already scoured the debris for valuable technologies and artifacts, but a mining station should be able to recycle the metal. And is this in my... No, it is not. Alright. There's another tradition again. Ship upkeep or building upkeep? Alright, ship maintenance is 4.05, building maintenance is 7. Okay. So, building upkeep will benefit us more immediately. $6.3. I mean, it's more of a long-term thing, but, what was that? Yeah, 0.7 every month is not bad. It's nothing to sneeze at. And we'll get the ship maintenance shortly. Gigantic skeleton. What was previously thought to be assorted mountains in the southern hemisphere of Tintergal have been identified as the massive skeletal remains of a single colossal alien life form. The bones have been dated as 3.4 billion years old, but our scientists have ruled out that Tintergal could have supported life on that scale at any point in the planet's history. Science officer, it needs to be renamed, has prepared a special research project to delve further into this mystery.
Situation log.
Alright, what do we need? 3 or higher? You know what? Let's just have you do that right now, because this is our home system. If it was not our home system, I might say, you know, do it later. But the more we get out of our home system, the better. Alright, we've got an election going on. Let's see, we did not have anything down here. Okay. Alright, food, energy credits. I think I like this bonus to unity and the happiness. So we're gonna keep our only 9%. Support. Support. And support. Not going to be able to take advantage of the off-world miner thing, but at least not yet.
Situation log updated.
Encounter in Caspadine. We've encountered some form of alien vessel in the Caspadine system. These strange objects have been flagged as alpha aliens until we can learn more about them. Alright, so Tiank.
Situation log updated.
News of alien ships humming through the ether have reached Organum Porcine, in many ways ending the first chapter in the book of the Res Publica Agricolorum's bid for a stellar empire. What am I working on right now? Terrestrial sculpting. We can wait on that. Let's go ahead and research that.
Special project complete.
Our continued studies of the massive skeletal remains on Tintergal have managed to shed some light on how the creature ended up on the planet. There are very faint residual energy readings that indicate that some kind of dimensional portal existed briefly towards the rear of the skeleton. Science officer needs to be renamed, theorizes that the creature passed through this gateway from another dimension only to quickly perish in the hostile environment of Tintergal. Why it did this and where it came from are questions that may never be answered. Astounding. 200 experience points and 60 physics research.
System survey complete.
Excellent. Alright, so we could upgrade these. Sitting on a lot of minerals, so let's go ahead and do that, since I'm not, close to using that on something else at the moment. Precious Moon. A more detailed scan of one of the many natural satellites orbiting the gas giant Agster has revealed a deposit of precious metals and minerals that was overlooked in the initial survey. Although the moon is very small, it has a stable orbit around its primary and appears tectonically stable. Ah, 3 energy. Alright, Robin. Go ahead and build that. Alright. Our home system ended up not fantastic, but good. I would say solidly good.
Special project complete.
Tianki, the spaceborne life forms, which the Satri head of society research has come to refer to as Tianki, are docile creatures capable of accessing some lower dimension of subspace. They roam from system to system with remarkable ease. They graze on gases common to the upper layers of many gas giants. It is highly unlikely, to say the least, that this is their only food source, but intake of other nutrients is yet to be observed. They will rarely, if ever, attack, even when provoked. They can safely be ignored. And we get frequency tuning.
Construction complete.
Let's go ahead and build some more Corvettes. Might as well get up to our naval capacity if we can. You can basically head home. Not had any border growth at all yet. 18 months until our next one of those. Voltam Observatory. An ancient Voltam Observatory has been found on the surface of whatever. The system is fairly distant from the region of space where the Voltam originated, and this facility appears to have been primarily used for the observation of their own stars. We have gone over the observatory's surviving data, but there are no clues as to exactly what the Voltam were searching for in their observations. Okay.
Situation log.
And what does that need? 5 or higher. Ooh, boy. So we're not getting that anytime real soon.
Research complete.
Alright, we got our orbital energy conversion tech. Let's go for the blue lasers. I think that's going to be a little bit more useful than power at the moment. Power will be good, but
Anomaly found. Construction complete.
there's signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization. I'll go ahead and research that. Go ahead and get our solar panel network built. A Voltam mining base. Remnants of a small Voltam helium-3 mining base have been found at the bottom of a large crater on Sethelbach 3A. The blast that created the crater seems to have originated from inside the facility itself. Unless Voltam mining techniques were radically different from our own, an equipment failure or accident cannot account for such a massive explosion. Fascinating, Captain.
Situation log updated.
And that needs level 4 or higher. And you are still level 3. Alright. Fair enough. Voltam satellite. A small Voltam satellite was found in orbit of Hes 4A. It has been set up to continuously repeat a message until its power source drained millions of years ago. It had been. We salvaged its transmitter array, but could only recover a small portion of the transmission. The main purpose of the satellite was apparently to preach the dominant Voltam philosophy to neighboring civilizations. Its message speaks to the need to disconnect and to embrace true existence, whatever that means. Curious.
Situation log updated.
That needs a scientist of level 5 or higher.
Construction complete.
Okay, surface construction is complete. So all of those upgrades are done. Alright.
System survey complete.
You know...
Situation log updated.
Oh. We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Beta Aquili system. These strange objects have been flagged as Beta aliens until we can learn more about them. We should proceed with caution. Okay, so we do have our first aliens, and that is a science vessel. So there is someone else out here. Let's research them before they research us.
Construction complete.
Ancient survey marker. Excellent. Okay, Haley's eel. How likely are you to fail that? 10%. Alright, we'll wait. In that case, since you're here, let's go ahead and start surveying this stuff that's pretty close to us as well. Okay. We'll get all that surveyed. Oh, this is my system. I want to survey it. Ah, move it. Unemployment. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and build our autochthon monument. This is probably going to be a good time to start clearing some of these. We've got the stuff stored up for it, so might as well. There we go. So that'll take care of all of that. Kundan civilization encountered. We have detected the presence of a pre-space alien civilization on Gaitorium in the Zorak system. There is evidence that they have harnessed the power of the atom, and nuclear weapons may be prolific among the many divided nation-states. The possibility of a sudden self-inflicted extinction event is high. We should consider building an observation post above the world to study them more closely. Okay. So that means that we might get a pop-up civilization down there, which is a little bit annoying, actually. I may have to just say we're going to colonize right there. There's not a whole lot of science there, so I might want to put our proles on that world.
Special project complete.
Communications established. After successfully translating their language, we have established communications with the Covenant of Savant. Diplomatic channels are now open, and all hostilities have been terminated. Okay, so we now know of, hey, the Klingons. Theocratic dictatorship. Evangelizing zealots. Well met, I represent the Covenant of Savant, led by the illustrious matriarch Japra Taisala. We rule our region of space under a divine mandate, and so long as you do not interfere in our spiritual affairs, our relations may remain cordial. Our citizens greet you in peace. The news that we have encountered intelligent alien life for the first time has been received with mixed feelings by our populace. This confirms what we had long suspected, that we are not alone in this galaxy. Each new alien species we encounter represents both an opportunity and a threat. We must be wary. These particular Xenos have a level of technology similar to our own, indicating that we achieve spaceflight at roughly the same time. This changes everything. Let's see. They have zero opinion of us, zero trust. We could form a non-aggression pact. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll confirm that. Okay. We cannot see what either of us would stand to gain from a war. We agree to enter into a pact of non-aggression. Excellent. And I think that that's a good time to end... Well, actually, It will be a good time to end the episode in a moment. When we finish this, we will get terraforming costs go down by 33%. Yeah! Like it. Let's go ahead and take that. As much as I want discovery, I think we're going to go for expansion next. New colonies start with 1 additional pop. I do like that. Yeah, I think we're gonna want to go for all of that because we're gonna be wanting to expand. Oh right, I have an ascension perk that I can take. That is right. Technological ascendancy is often a good one. One vision though, unity output plus 10% might also be a good thing to start off with. I'm doing decent on technology. Maybe I'll have this as my second one. Mastery of Nature, Imperial Prerogative. That's a good one, too. I'll want that one eventually. I might go for the genetics ones. We're not going to be going for Mind Over Matter or anything like that. Galactic Force Projection, Defender of the Galaxy, don't really care about that. Maybe Master Builders at some point. But yeah, I think one vision, taking the earlier you take this, the better for that unity output. Because doing this gets us even more unity over time. Then we'll go for the technological ascendancy next, I think. Yeah. Alright, so, it did bump this down a little bit. We're now getting almost 10 unity per month, which is pretty fantastic. So, we'll see how this all accumulates next time. See you then, everyone.